new day and welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan Fox and I'm so glad I caught you today because this video I am super passionate about. I have wanted to make it for a while now and I'm finally getting around to it here in the springtime. I feel like the world is just finally coming alive again after a long and very hard winter for many of us. Not myself necessarily, but yeah, anyway. I could make a lot of comments right now about the state of the world, but yeah, that's not why you guys are here today. But I thought we could sit out in my sun porch today and just give us all a little bit of a boost. Spring is almost here, it's around the corner, you can smell it, you can feel it, and boy, I am ready for it. But anyway, today I have a very interesting topic that has been weighing on my heart for a while. It is something that I'm very passionate about. In fact, I feel like my whole channel is based off of this idea. I just never really had the terms or the words for it before. There has been this trend going around for the past probably half year about romanticizing your life, and I know that title needs some definition to it right away. I'm not talking about romance, like love and husband and wife and that type of thing. I'm talking more about the romance like Anne of Green Gables. She would say in the book, how did she say it? Everything is so tragic and so romantic, and she just had a way of seeing the beautiful in the ordinary. And that's kind of what I'm talking about today. Seeing the beautiful in the ordinary, in the mundane, in the thankless, just sometimes lonely aspects of motherhood. We can still find those beautiful moments, those beautiful things, and create beautiful moments in the everyday for us. So whether you're a homemaker, a mother, just a gal who loves simple life, I think you will find this video very helpful and inspiring. So let's get into it. Okay, I did want to say this idea, I had been nudging to talk about this idea for a long time. It's like the ethos of my channel, but then I heard a podcast by Michelle Reed and she was talking about how she romanticizes her life. She is young married and lives in Texas and completely different stage of life from me. And so that's what got me thinking. I want to speak about this topic from the point of view of a mom of 3 little children with not a lot of extra time on my hands, not wanting to throw a lot of money around. Just so you know where I'm coming from, I'm a mom of 3 littles. The oldest one is 4, the youngest one is not even 6 months old yet. I am a Mennonite, and so I grew up maybe a little differently than you, but I think you'd be surprised how many similarities we probably do have. But yeah, I do want to find the beautiful and create the beautiful moments in my life when I can. And so how can you do that practically as a busy mom, homemaker, wherever you find yourself? I have a whole bunch of thoughts here in my phone, but I thought we could just start with me speaking from the heart, and now we'll get into some of my ideas that I've been collecting for over half a year now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments, because I feel like this topic is not exhausted at all. I could make a video about this several more times this year and just had all kinds of different ideas. So how can we find and create beauty in the mud of motherhood? I am speaking from the perspective of someone who was not exactly thrilled and excited and overjoyed about the idea of being a mother and staying at home. I don't stay at home, guys. I go out and do things with my family, with my kids, but I am a homemaker now and I actually have learned to love it. And I just want to help any of you who are feeling a little bit like you're struggling in that department, you don't enjoy it yet. There is hope for you, and here are some really practical ways you can create and see and notice the beautiful moments in your life, even when life looks maybe a little bit bleak and tiresome and lonely, and your life's just full of little people and sticky fingers and just endless chores. So there is one approach you can take, which is waiting till your husband comes home to have any you moments in the day, any me time, any of that stuff. But that's a long time of waiting, and often our evenings get away from us. So I like to put some sunshine and happiness in my day throughout the day. One of those things can just be to surround yourself with beautiful items. Don't go out and buy anything special, but when you need something new, like a new coffee mug or a new water bottle, or even just I needed a new hand mirror, and so I made sure I got a pretty one that was pleasant to look at, that I thought was cute, and I didn't get excited, but it was fun to see it sitting on the counter. Yeah, just keeping that in mind whenever you're buying something. Don't just grab the first thing you see. Get the pretty version of it. Also, I like to romanticize my life. I hate to use that term, but that's the trend term that's going around. You guys know what I mean. Making beautiful moments. Another way I like to do that is to just have I have a really cute speaker that I got. You can get them for all different price points. In fact, I have 2 of them, one from Amazon and one from, I think the Crosley one is from JCPenney or something. There's all different ways to have music floating throughout your home. And yes, we do listen to kids' music and stuff, but sometimes I just don't want to hear it anymore, and I can suggest easy listening, like jazz piano music, just something really calm and makes you feel like you're in a cozy coffee shop or like a welcoming hotel lobby or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, that just ambient background music. It's just really calming and just sets like a tone. I don't know, it just brightens up my day a little bit. I don't always do this. In fact, I often listen to a podcast while I work or something, but I have noticed that music can definitely set a tone in your home. Worship music would be another thing, but if you don't want to like listen to words and stuff, can I suggest jazz, piano jazz? I'm not a classical girl, but that would probably work too. Another thing, if I want to just create some beauty in my home, is I like to use my plants as like furniture, as decor in my home, and I will move them around when I just need like a little bit of a refresh. Maybe you don't have plants, maybe it's like vases or pillows or something else. Move things from room to room and you have like a whole fresh look. Change up your centerpiece in the middle of your table. Go out and pick some weeds now that it's gonna be springtime here soon. You know, there's gonna be more living things. Change things up for free in your home that just helps you see a space completely different. And it'll just make you smile as you walk by with the laundry in your arms or whatever. And I don't know, are you getting what this video is gonna be about? Lots of simple little ways you can like create those happy moments in your life instead of waiting for the big events to happen, because you know in this stage of life it's really hard to create those big moments. They take a lot of effort, you know, going on a trip or, you know, an evening out with the girls or something. I'm talking about just like little things that really actually could add a little sparkle to your life. Another idea would be to get a skincare routine that you really love and enjoy, and it's like very simple but also very effective and you feel good. I feel my most beautiful when my skin is nice, not necessarily when I'm all dressed up and my hair looks wonderful and stuff, but my skin is like clear and glowing. I just feel so much nicer, so much prettier. Brush your teeth, buy a toothpaste that you really enjoy. Like, these ideas sound so dumb when I'm saying them out loud, but honestly, like, it makes a difference. It really does. Something else I like to do is, I'm kind of going through my day like in order. I'm trying to think things out loud here. Another thing I like to do sometimes is to make myself some pretty water with some fruit in it, herbs, whatever, and actually have it sitting out for me to look at. It's kind of like decor, kind of like hydration. Obviously it's hydration, but you know what I mean? It works in more than one way. It's kind of like adds a spa like feel to your kitchen, and it makes you want to drink more water, which is always a plus, which also gives you better skin, which is also another plus. But yeah, try that one out. Even just infusing a tea bag into your ice water will make it feel a little extra special. But I like that extra like visual pop, a colorful drink in a drink dispenser. I have this little 1-galloner. I can try to link it below. I forget how long it's been since I had it, but I've used it lots of times and I really like it whenever I pull it out and use it. It adds a little something extra and it doesn't take a lot of time at all. Along with that kind of thing in the kitchen, I think sometimes us as moms get stuck in eating just whatever, whenever we can, whatever we, you know, we feed the kids chicken nuggets, we're eating the chicken nuggets too. Breakfast is like pancakes with chocolate chips. That's what we're eating. I've noticed that when I stop and take the time to make myself my own breakfast, I've lately been, okay, for the last probably year, I've been on an avocado toast kick. I'll buy bread that's, you know, just especially for me sometimes, you know, the more expensive stuff, maybe the stuff the kids aren't gonna be in love with as much. And then I got my avocado and all the toppings and change it up, add some fancy cheese or something, and squeeze a lemon on top of there yet. I feel like we eat with our eyes. And also, yeah, it just feeds our spirit and our soul, not only our stomachs. So yeah, try that out. And I think sometimes people think YouTubers make aesthetic food just for their like video and to make it look nice. And to some extent that might be true, but I make myself pretty food even when nobody's watching, even when my camera's not out, because yeah, I enjoy that. And just like taking those couple extra minutes, you know, to slice some strawberries for your water or whatever, it's like a little bit of self-care. Even if the kids are running around with their like princess costumes on and there's puzzle pieces everywhere, taking time for breakfast is something that I often will do. Keep that in mind when you go for groceries. Maybe put a few of those special things on the list. You don't have to share, it can just be for you, that's fine. I know some people have that like fancy coffee ritual. I do at least once in a while when I put my kids down for a nap, I'll make myself a fancy coffee, but I feel like I'm really learning to like that breakfast ritual too a little bit, and my kids do really good. They're really happy in the morning, and I'll often like throw in the laundry and unload the dish rack and also make myself breakfast kind of all at the same time, and then just enjoy it a little bit. Cut the toast diagonally, and it sounds so dumb, guys, but like this is what I'm talking about. These little things are ways that you can romanticize your life in the stage of life that you're in, because guys, you're gonna be in this stage for a while, and we might as well learn to enjoy it. I mean, there is so many happy moments that can be created. And another thing I always like to think about, just even to change my mindset, like I am my own boss, I'm the employer, you know, I'm the king of the castle, the queen of the home, and like I get to do this is definitely very helpful. And yeah, I could that's a whole nother separate subgenre topic we could talk about another time. I did talk about surrounding yourself with like pretty things. Another thing I like to do is to scatter around my home some of like my favorite hand lotion. I'll link my favorite below. Chapsticks. I feel like my lips especially, I burned them really bad when I was a teenager, and I feel like they've never been the same since. So I'm like always slathering chapstick on, and it just like feels good, and it's like a little me moment, even though it takes 12 seconds, you know? It doesn't have to be earth-shattering, guys. Little things like that can make life a little bit easier. Another thing that would be completely free, or you could spend a little money, I guess, on Etsy, but get like some pretty printables and put them in frames, put them on your fridge, put them on your bathroom mirror. You can design your own on Canva. Sometimes I'll do that. It's like decor, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like encouraging, and it's something you see, and then change it up, because after a while it's been, you know, when a quote has been there for a while, it's like, you stop seeing it after a while. You don't even have to have a printer. Use sticky notes. Go to the library and get a pretty book just for the sake of its like pretty cover, and set it on your coffee table. Maybe you do want to read it. That's an extra bonus, but it doesn't even have to be something you're that interested in. Just set it on your coffee table to like kind of zhuzh it up and make it look a little different. And you can change it out every 2 weeks if you want. You know, even just getting like, maybe you have a pretty bag in your closet, tote or whatever, pull it out and hang it on your coat hook. You can see it when you walk by. Maybe it will make you smile, maybe it won't, I don't know. Maybe I'll just add something happy to your walk to the bathroom when you're potty training your kid and helping them in the bathroom for the 450th time that day. Personally, I love to light candles, but you could also do like a stovetop potpourri. I love candles not only for their nice scent, but then they also have that extra visual appeal. And I've lately been into these lighters that have the, they're like electrical charge, like, you know what I mean? So I can link those down below. And then the kids always love to blow out the candles later when I'm done with them. So that's an added bonus, I guess. Also, face mist. I like to keep that in the car. And then I also have one in my downstairs bathroom just to like mist it over your face. I let my kids use it sometimes too. It just like wakes you up a little bit if you're feeling kind of tired. If you have long nights as a mom, it also helps your skin to feel a little more dewy and alive. And I don't know, it's just another little product I think some people don't even know about. And I've really enjoyed using all different kinds of face mists over the years. Something I use every day is my planner, and I would suggest getting something like, if you're not a planner person, you could even just get like a pretty notebook, tablet, to-do list that you like, and a pen that writes well, and just keep that with you and cross things off as you're getting them done. It gives you a little bit of a dopamine hit that you got something accomplished. And it's something I look at day in and day out. I'm always switching up my like planners or my layout, that type of thing. And it's something that makes me feel like I have a real job. And even if other people aren't noticing the accomplishments I'm making throughout the day, I can see them. They're documented. They're crossed off. And it's kind of like a little diary of what you've done and where you've been, you know, throughout the day. I personally have a pretty big house. Some of you guys probably have smaller ones, but I feel like when you have a big house, it's just hard to have everything picked up all the time. So I do try to make it kind of a goal to have my kitchen look welcoming at least and tidied up before my husband comes home. You can even freshen up yourself a little bit to feel like a human. But I think most of us have gems of husbands who they still will love us even if we don't have time to, you know, look presentable or extra attractive. Oh goodness, sometimes I have to laugh what my husband probably sees when he comes in the door, but I feel like no matter what you look like, you can at least try to, you know, be cheerful. And I feel like that's something I've been more convicted about lately. Like Josh will come home and my first thought is just like, oh, help me with this, and like, did you see this came in the mail, and like, what about that, and this kid did this today, and like, who wants to come home to that? You know what I mean? So I've been trying to do a lot better with that, and then it just makes the evenings go better too. I feel like we're teammates. He's on board to help me out. And so it just kind of all starts with that resetting the kitchen, or maybe if you have a small house, you can get your whole house cleaned up while the kids are napping or whatever. I would love to say that was me, but it's not. Take the time for a bath instead of a shower. I would love a really expensive, like aesthetic soaking tub. I feel like I would use it all the time, but we don't have that for now, so you better believe it. I fill up the kids' bathtub with warm water, Epsom salt, some nice bubble bath, or like a bath bomb. Yeah, and I will get a book out, or I'll eat some fancy ice cream in the bathtub or whatever. It's definitely a winter activity, but I'll probably be doing it well into the spring too. But yeah, just taking the time to take a nice bath rather than a shower once your husband comes home. It's wonderful. It's like a little event in itself for me. Like, this is, if you're not a mom and you're listening to me talk and get excited about a bubble bath, you're probably like, wow, Megan, your threshold for fun is very low. Guys, it is, but you know what? You learn to enjoy those little things because you're kind of serving other people all day, and so a bubble bath can feel like a luxury, and I really do enjoy it, and I look forward to it. And yeah, I've been already known to call Josh and be like, hey, when are you gonna be home? What's your plans for the evening? Do you think I have time for a bubble bath? And just like turning it into a little event on your calendar makes it that much easier to get through your day if you're kind of having a rough one. I know for me, like my days aren't necessarily rough in real life, sometimes they're rough in my head. You know what I mean? Like it's a brain thing. Like I don't know if it's anxiety or like, I don't know. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. It's like you think about your actual circumstances. Are they as bad as they feel? Like, are they really as bad as they feel in the moment? Maybe you're just been on the news too much or on your phone too much, and that's another way you can romanticize your life. Just pretend you're like an old-fashioned girl from the 80s, you know, and you don't have anybody to keep up with except through a phone call, you know, or the newspaper or whatever. And whew, days like that sometimes feel very restful, you know, just stay off your phone, stay off the internet, whatever. And I don't know, I think we all need mental breaks like that. Is that still classified as romanticizing your life? I don't know, but it sure feels good to me. Do you guys have hobbies? I think that would be a very interesting topic to dive into as well sometime. Just having hobbies that are just for fun, for creativity, for like decompressing. They take more time. For me, if I'm gonna do a hobby, it's usually on a Sunday afternoon. And that's my time, like I've set aside that I may waste time. I don't have to feel bad about it. I know sometimes people are very good about relaxing in the evenings, maybe doing a hobby alongside your children or whatever. Yeah, I would just love to know down below if you guys could let me know what your hobby is or what you classify as a hobby. Maybe somebody else wouldn't. I would love to know. And how does that work into your life as a mom, as a homemaker, or just whatever your position is in life right now? How do you make time for that? I feel like that would be a really like good topic to dive into in the future. I'm still realizing that all my hobbies, like I feel the need to monetize them. Like YouTube is my hobby, but I also run it kind of like a job. But that's because I have you guys to be accountable to. You know, you guys have grown to expect me showing up every week, and I love that. But I've been recently thinking about how can I incorporate hobbies into my life just for creativity and stuff. So I'm still thinking about that, and that kind of, I love to jog and go on walks and stuff, so I'm looking forward to getting more into that in the spring. But yeah, I would like to hear some of your ideas of hobbies, things that you can do just for fun, just to bring a little joy to your life, and even better if they're easily mom accessible, even with like a busy life with little children. So yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you to see past some of the mud in motherhood and to see the beauty in the everyday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone. Hey, if you stuck around to the end, I just wanted to let you know, this jumper is so cute. I love it. It has like buttons down the side. I got it from Fern V online. I'm not gonna link it down below. I just thought I'd let you know this if you're wondering where it's from. It was so cute, but I don't know if it was bad quality or if I ruined it in the wash. I mean, I obviously ruined it in the wash, but I don't know if it was my fault or just the manufacturer's fault, but it has shrunk. So here I am sitting, talking to you, filming a video, and this dress is much shorter than when I bought it. It was well below my knees, and now it's like right on my kneecap, which is too short for me to feel comfortable wearing. I like to wear dresses that cover my knees, and I like to wear sleeves on my clothes and everything. You guys have probably watched some of my modest outfit idea videos and stuff, so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you in on a little behind the scenes because yes, this jumper looks super cute on screen, but I can't even wear it in real life. So I saved it and wore it in a YouTube video. I know, I'm pathetic, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, find clothes that you enjoy and like and fit well. That's a whole nother topic, but that's also a way to add a little bit of happiness to your life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.